Your cat is at the window again, not playing, not eating, not asking for anything, just sitting completely still, staring at something outside. You've looked, you've followed its gaze, and most of the time, you don't see what it sees, or you see nothing at all. In this video, we're going to show you exactly what is happening in that moment, what your cat's eyes are built to detect that yours are not, and the 7 specific things it might actually be watching right now. Sign number 5 is the one that changes the most after dark, and it might explain every night your cat has ever sat there for hours. Your cat is at the window again, not playing, not eating, not asking for anything, just sitting completely still, staring at something outside. You've looked, you've followed its gaze, and most of the time, you don't see what it sees, or you see nothing at all. In this video, we're going to show you exactly what is happening in that moment, what your cat's eyes are built to detect that yours are not, and the 7 specific things it might actually be watching right now. Sign number 5 is the one that changes the most after dark, and it might explain every night your cat has ever sat there for hours. Your cat does not see the world the way you do, not slightly differently, fundamentally differently. A cat's eyes contain a far higher proportion of rod cells than human eyes, the photoreceptors responsible for detecting motion and low light. This means your cat's visual system is optimized for one specific thing above all else: catching movement, especially small, fast, erratic movement. The kind a moth makes, the kind a falling leaf makes, the kind your eye dismisses as background noise, but your cat's eye flags as significant. Cats also have a wider field of view than humans, around 200 degrees, compared to our 180, and a flicker fusion rate, the speed at which the brain processes successive images as continuous motion, that is significantly higher than ours. This means things that look like a single smooth blur to you can appear as distinct, trackable motion to your cat. When your cat stares at the window, it is not staring at outside the way you understand outside. It is scanning a field of motion data that is richer, faster, and more detailed than anything your own eyes deliver to your brain. What looks empty to you may be full of movement to your cat. The window is not the boundary. It's the screen showing a movie only your cat can fully see. Your cat isn't staring at nothing. It's seeing a world you only partially have access to. There is a specific posture your cat takes during this behavior that is worth understanding completely. The body lowers slightly. The ears rotate fully forward, like satellite dishes locking onto a signal. The pupils dilate, maximizing light intake and depth perception. The tail, if visible, may begin a slow, controlled twitch, not the relaxed swish of a content cat, but the controlled, almost mechanical movement that precedes a pounce. This is the predatory fixation sequence. It is hardwired. It does not require training, and it does not require an actual prey animal to be present in order to activate. The trigger is movement that matches certain parameters: speed, size, erraticism, that your cat's nervous system has been pre-programmed across tens of thousands of years of evolution to flag as potential prey. A bird landing on a branch, a squirrel crossing a yard, a plastic bag caught in wind, a shadow moving across a wall outside. All of these can trigger the same fixed, intense stare, because to your cat's visual processing system, they share the same signature: small, erratic, alive-seeming motion. Your cat's entire body, during this stare is in a state of focused readiness. It is not bored. It is not zoned out. It is one of the most alert states your cat enters, and it is happening at your window multiple times a day, completely invisible to you in its full intensity. Before we continue, what's happening at sign 5 surprises almost every cat owner. It happens specifically at night. Stay with us. That stillness at the window is not emptiness. It is the most focused your cat will ever be. So what is your cat actually looking at most of the time? The most common trigger is birds, even birds too far away or too fast for you to consciously register. Cats can detect the specific flight pattern of small birds at distances and speeds that exceed normal human visual attention. A bird crossing your field of view registers, if at all, as a vague blur. To your cat, it is a distinct, trackable, individually identifiable target. The second most common trigger is insects. Flies, moths, and other small flying insects that move in the erratic patterns cats are specifically wired to detect. These are often completely invisible to you unless you focus deliberately on a specific patch of air. The third is other animals, squirrels, other cats, dogs being walked, anything with the locomotion pattern of a living creature moving through your cat's territory. The fourth, and the one people find hardest to believe, is light and shadow. The specific way light moves across a surface, a reflection bouncing off a passing car, a shadow shifting as clouds move, sunlight filtering through moving leaves, can trigger the exact same fixation response as a living creature. Your cat's brain does not distinguish between alive and moves like alive at the level of initial visual processing. The stare is the same either way. What looks like nothing to you is, more often than not, something. You simply aren't built to see it the way your cat does. The window holds an entire world your cat can see that you never will. This is the one we mentioned, and it's where things get especially interesting. Your cat's eyes are exceptionally adapted for low light. The tapetum lucidum, the reflective layer behind the retina, bounces available light back through the photoreceptors a second time, dramatically increasing sensitivity in dim conditions. This means that at night, when your window becomes a near black surface to you, your cat may still be detecting meaningful visual information in conditions you would describe as total darkness. This is why cats often stare at windows at night with the same intensity as during the day, sometimes more. They may be watching nocturnal animals invisible to you, raccoons, opossums, other cats moving through the night, insects drawn to porch lights, movement in foliage stirred by wind that, to your eyes, registers as nothing more than vague shapes in darkness. There's also a second phenomenon at night, window reflection. In a lit room with a dark window behind it, your cat may see its own reflection, or the reflection of movement inside the room, layered over whatever is happening outside. This can occasionally trigger confusion or prolonged fixation, as your cat's visual system tries to parse two overlapping streams of information. If your cat has ever sat at a window for hours after dark, staring with total focus at what looks to you like nothing but black glass, there was very likely something there. You simply could not see it. The dark that stops you completely is, for your cat, simply another kind of light. Sign 5 and 6 both relate to a specific physical behavior that often accompanies the window stare, and that confuses many owners. The tail twitch. During intense visual fixation, your cat's tail often begins a slow, controlled, almost rhythmic movement, distinct from the relaxed side-to-side swish of contentment, and distinct from the rapid lashing of irritation. This twitch is a sign of restrained predatory arousal, your cat's body preparing for a pounce that, because of the glass between it and the target, will never come. The energy has nowhere to go, so it discharges in small increments through the tail. The jaw chatter. This is the rapid clicking sound, sometimes accompanied by a chittering vocalization, that some cats make specifically while staring at birds or other small, fast-moving prey through a window. Researchers have proposed several explanations, including that it mimics the killing bite cats use on small prey, performed reflexively, even though no prey is within reach. It is one of the clearest visible signs that what your cat is watching has triggered a full predatory response, frustration and instinct expressing themselves simultaneously, with nowhere to go. Both of these signs confirm the same thing. What your cat is watching is real, specific, and significant to its nervous system, even when it is completely invisible to yours. The tail that twitches and the jaw that chatters are proof that something is actually there. This behavior is not a problem. In fact, in most cases, it's one of the healthiest things your indoor cat can do. Window watching provides mental stimulation that closely approximates the kind of environmental engagement a cat would have access to outdoors without any of the risks of actually being outside. It satisfies, partially, the predatory drive that remains hardwired into every domestic cat, regardless of how many generations removed from the wild they are. The concern arises only when window staring becomes the primary source of stimulation in a cat's life, replacing play, interaction, and physical activity. A cat that can only access this single outlet for its predatory instinct may become increasingly frustrated over time. The energy of constant fixation with no resolution, repeated daily, can contribute to stress behaviors elsewhere in the home. The solution isn't removing the window access. It's supplementing it. Interactive play that allows your cat to actually complete the predatory sequence. Stalk, chase, catch, gives the nervous system the resolution that window watching alone cannot provide. Your cat's stare at the window is not empty time. It is a window, quite literally, into the rich, fast, motion-filled world that exists just on the other side of the glass. A world your cat is built to engage with far more fully than you ever will be. What looks like stillness is actually the most alive your cat ever gets to be. What does your cat stare at most? Birds, insects, something you've never been able to identify? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what you've noticed. If this finally explained your cat's window habit, share it with someone who's wondered the same thing about their own cat. And in the next video, we're going to talk about something your cat is actually saying to you every single time it talks. The real meaning behind the sounds you hear every day. I'll see you there.